Hello, history enthusiasts, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the lives and legacies of the founding fathers of the United States of America. Though there were many those who contributed to the founding of the United States of America, according to the triple tests of leadership, longevity, and statesmanship, historian Richard B. Morris assigned the title of key founders to the following 7 figures: John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and George Washington. Before going into details about all these 7 remarkable figures of modern America, we have a question for you. Do you have any idea if there were any founding mothers of America? Stay with us till the end of the video and you will find out. John Adams was born on October 30th, 1735, in Braintree, Massachusetts, which is now Quincy. His upbringing was modest, but he received an excellent education and attended Harvard College. After studying law, Adams became a successful lawyer. He was known for his passionate defense of colonial rights, especially in cases related to British overreach, setting the stage for his later involvement in revolutionary politics. Adams was a passionate advocate for independence and played a pivotal role in the lead-up to the American Revolution. He was a delegate to the Continental Congress and seconded Thomas Jefferson's motion to draft the Declaration of Independence. He also served on the committee responsible for drafting this historic document. As a diplomat, he represented the United States in France and the Netherlands during the Revolution, helping secure crucial support and treaties that would later end the war and establish American independence. Adams served as the first vice president under George Washington. He was then elected as the second president of the United States, serving from 1797 to 1801. His presidency was marked by both accomplishments and challenges, including the XYZ affair and the Alien and Sedition Acts. After his presidency, Adams retired to his farm in Quincy. His remarkable correspondence with his former political rival, Thomas Jefferson, showcases the power of reconciliation and friendship. They died on the same day, July 4, 1826, on the 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Benjamin Franklin was born on January 17, 1706, in Boston, Massachusetts. Being the 10th son out of 17 children, his early life was marked by adversity. However, he was a voracious reader and largely self-educated. At the age of 17, he fled to Philadelphia, where he would begin his remarkable journey. Franklin worked as a printer and publisher, founding the Pennsylvania Gazette and Poor Richard's Almanac, which became immensely popular. Through these publications, he disseminated knowledge, witty sayings, and practical advice to the public. Franklin's scientific experiments are legendary. He conducted groundbreaking work on electricity, famously flying a kite in a thunderstorm to prove lightning's electrical nature. His inventions, including the lightning rod and bifocals, are still in use today. What makes Franklin truly remarkable is his versatility. He was a prolific writer, penning essays, articles, and his autobiography. He was a founding member of the American Philosophical Society and even contributed to medical science and oceanography. Franklin played pivotal roles in the American Revolution. He was a signer of the Declaration of Independence and a delegate to the Constitutional Convention. His diplomatic skills were crucial, serving as an envoy to France, where he secured vital support for the American cause. His wit, charm, and wisdom made him a respected figure at the European courts. Throughout his life, Franklin was committed to the betterment of society. He founded the first lending library, helped establish the University of Pennsylvania, and contributed to the founding of the first fire department in Philadelphia. In his last years of life, his health condition was in poor state, suffering from multiple health problems, which in the end caused his death, in his home in Philadelphia, on 17th of April, 1790. Reportedly, his last words were, "A dying man can do nothing easy." Alexander Hamilton was born on January 11, 1755, or 1757, as there is some debate about the exact year, on the island of Nevis in the West Indies. His parents were not wealthy, and his early life was marked by hardship. Tragedy struck early, with his father abandoning the family and his mother passing away when he was just 13. Despite the challenging circumstances, young Alexander's intelligence and determination were evident to those around him. At the age of 17, he left the West Indies for the American colonies, seeking a brighter future. Hamilton arrived in the American colonies during a time of great turmoil. The American Revolution was brewing, and he quickly became involved in the revolutionary cause. His eloquent and persuasive writing caught the attention of local leaders, and he joined the militia. Hamilton's abilities did not go unnoticed, and he soon became General George Washington's trusted aide-de-camp. He played a crucial role in the Revolutionary War, assisting in important military strategies and correspondence. After the American victory, the United States was in a state of political turmoil. To support the ratification of the U.S. Constitution, Hamilton, along with James Madison and John Jay, authored the Federalist Papers. These essays provided a brilliant defense of the new Constitution and remain a cornerstone of American political thought. Hamilton's most enduring legacy was his role as the nation's first Secretary of the Treasury under President George Washington. In this capacity, he devised a comprehensive financial plan that laid the foundation for the nation's economic stability. This plan included the establishment of a national bank, assumption of state debts, and a system of tariffs and taxation. Hamilton's vision for America's future brought him into fierce conflicts with political rivals, particularly Thomas Jefferson and his Democratic-Republican faction. These political rivalries would shape the early years of the American government. Sadly, Hamilton's life ended in tragedy when he engaged in a fatal duel with then Vice President Aaron Burr in Weehawken, New Jersey, on July 11, 1804. Hamilton died a day later from his wounds, leaving a complex and influential legacy. John Jay was born on December 12, 1745, in New York City. His family was of Huguenot and Dutch descent, and he grew up in a prosperous household. He received an excellent education, attending King's College, now Columbia University, and demonstrating a keen intellect from a young age. John Jay was a staunch supporter of the American cause during the Revolutionary era. He became involved in various patriot groups and helped draft New York's first Constitution. His contributions and leadership during the early days of the Revolution were significant. His diplomacy played a pivotal role in the success of the American Revolution, serving as a diplomat to Spain and later, as one of the negotiators of the Treaty of Paris in 1783, which officially ended the war and recognized American independence. Jay was a delegate to the Constitutional Convention of 1787. Although he had to leave early due to illness, he made valuable contributions, and his influence can be seen in key sections of the U.S. Constitution, particularly in matters related to foreign policy and commerce. Alongside Alexander Hamilton and James Madison, John Jay co-authored the Federalist Papers, a series of essays advocating for the ratification of the U.S. Constitution. His contributions in these essays provided insights into the principles of the new government. Jay continued his diplomatic service as the first Chief Justice of the United States. He served from 1789 to 1795, contributing to the early development of American jurisprudence. The Jay Treaty, signed in 1794, aimed to resolve outstanding issues between the United States and Great Britain. While the treaty was met with controversy, it helped avert a potential conflict and improved relations with Britain. After his political career, Jay remained committed to various causes. He was a prominent advocate for the abolition of slavery, serving as the president of the New York Manumission Society. His efforts helped advance the cause of freedom and equality. On 14th of May, 1829, most probably following a stroke, he developed palsy, leading to his death 3 days later, on 17th of May, 1829, in Bedford, New York. Thomas Jefferson was born on April 13, 1743, in Shadwell, Virginia. He came from a prominent family and received a solid education. He attended the College of William and Mary, where he developed a lifelong passion for learning. Jefferson's early political career took off with his election to the Virginia House of Burgesses. His eloquence and writing skills quickly became evident. He was a fervent supporter of American independence and authored the Declaration of Independence, a document that remains a cornerstone of American freedom. One of Jefferson's most significant contributions was the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom, which he authored. This groundbreaking legislation became a model for the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, ensuring religious liberty. Also, being passionate about education, he founded the University of Virginia and designed its campus, laying the groundwork for a public higher education system in the United States. Jefferson's home, Monticello, was a reflection of his intellectual curiosity and innovative spirit. He conducted scientific experiments and introduced various agricultural improvements, showcasing his role as a Renaissance man. Jefferson served as the United States Minister to France from 1785 to 1789. During this time, he developed a deep appreciation for French culture and Enlightenment ideas, which influenced his political philosophy. His presidency was marked by political tensions, particularly with John Adams. As the third President of the United States from 1801 to 1809, he implemented policies that shaped the nation's identity, including the reduction of the national debt. One of Jefferson's most significant achievements as president was the Louisiana Purchase, doubling the size of the United States by acquiring the vast territory from France in 1803, thing which expanded the nation's borders westward. Starting with July 1825, his health started to deteriorate, by June 1826, being confined to bed. At the age of 83, on July 4, 1826, he died, surrounded by family and friends. James Madison was born on March 16, 1751, in Port Conway, Virginia. He hailed from a prosperous family and received a solid education, which laid the foundation for his future intellectual pursuits. Madison's political career took off during the American Revolution. He served as a delegate to the Virginia Constitutional Convention in 1776 and played a key role in drafting the Virginia Constitution, which emphasized religious freedom and individual rights. One of Madison's most enduring contributions was his co-authorship, alongside Alexander Hamilton and John Jay, of the Federalist Papers. These essays eloquently defended the U.S. Constitution and provided crucial insights into its principles. Madison's most significant role was his leadership in the drafting of the U.S. Constitution. He is often referred to as the father of the Constitution for his contributions, including the Virginia Plan, which laid the groundwork for the Constitution. To address concerns about individual liberties, Madison championed the Bill of Rights. These first 10 amendments to the Constitution, inspired by the Virginia Declaration of Rights, secured essential freedoms for all Americans. Madison's political career extended to the presidency. He served as the fourth President of the United States from 1809 to 1817. His presidency was marked by the War of 1812, between United States and United Kingdom, which was part of the 60 Years' War and had significant implications for the nation's future. In the 1830s, Madison's health started to deteriorate. At the age of 85, in the morning of 28th of June, 1836, he died in Montpelier, Virginia, his death being caused by congestive heart failure. George Washington was born on February 22, 1732, in Westmoreland County, Virginia. He grew up on a tobacco plantation and, despite limited formal education, learned valuable skills in surveying and military leadership. Washington's military career began during the French and Indian War. He showed great leadership abilities and was appointed as a colonel. His experiences in this conflict would prove crucial in the years to come. George Washington's name is synonymous with the American Revolution. He was appointed as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army in 1775. Washington's leadership and unwavering commitment to the cause were instrumental in securing American independence. His strategic thinking and resilience against the British Army earned him a place in history. Washington presided over the Constitutional Convention in 1787. His presence lent legitimacy to the gathering, and his role in shaping the Constitution was significant, making him the nation's foremost statesman. George Washington was unanimously elected as the first President of the United States in 1789. His presidency was marked by the establishment of key precedents, including the creation of the Cabinet, the signing of the Bill of Rights, and the Whiskey Rebellion. President Washington supervised the construction of the White House, place he hadn't got to live in, the building being nearly finished in 1800. Its first residents were President John Adams and his wife Abigail. Washington's farewell address, delivered upon leaving the presidency, is considered one of the most significant documents in American history. George Washington instructed the drafting of this document, initially by James Madison and later by Alexander Hamilton, in order to decline the third run for the presidential office. In retirement, Washington returned to his beloved Mount Vernon. He was a devoted farmer and worked to improve agricultural practices. Here is the place where at the age of 67, being active and running his daily agricultural duties, he suddenly got ill, and in matter of days he died, on 14th of December, 1799. The cause of his death is still subject of debate, being suspected that he had developed epiglottitis, which was complicated by different treatments such as extensive bloodletting and multiple doses of purgatives, which finally caused him hypovolemic shock. The legacy of all these visionary individuals is extraordinary, their principles staying at the foundation of what has become the greatest nation of them all, the United States of America. As we promised, now it's the time to give you the answer regarding the existence of any founding mothers of America. The answer is a big yes. There were 9 women considered the founding mothers: Martha Washington, Abigail Adams, Betsy Ross, Mercy Otis Warren, Molly Pitcher, Sybil Ludington, Phyllis Wheatley, Hannah Adams, and Judith Sargent Murray. About these women and the roles they had in obtaining America's independence, we will discuss in a future video dedicated to them. We hope you enjoyed this journey and found it meaningful. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories from the past. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.